Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Gentleman Sim Racing Club. Tonight, Friday Night Motorsport, we are coming from Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee in the US of A. My name is Nick Fodiatis, and I'll be your commentator tonight, with the production being made by Adam Lavis. So here we are, zooming in on the NASCAR, stadium of motorsports here at Bristol Motor Speedway, as you can see. We've got 3 heat races coming tonight in the SRX. Bit of Americana for you tonight, and we got something different tonight, as you can see in the background there. Some clay and some dirt laid down. So, Bristol Motor Speedway, just a bit under 1 kilometre, 830 metres around. And they're going to be quick, fast laps here, as we're just coming to the end with a couple more minutes to run in qualifying. Regular conditions here, so a little bit overcast, a little bit of wind. 39% humidity, and weather is 23 degrees C, and what's the track temp? 17 degrees C, so it's a little bit on the colder side. But you'll see tonight the clay will slowly turn black with the rubber being laid down. Quickly before we get into it, we got the Stockcars SRX series points tables here, and currently leading. Sam Strider 158, Adam Lavis, our the gentleman who's taken the night off to do the broadcast, is in second. Gary Cousins in third. Dale Sharp in fourth. Mark Horton in fifth. Greg Heaney, Greg Favell, Colin Bennett, Jack Rogers, and Sam Chapman round out the 10. We can see the cars gridding up in the background there. This is round 3. And on the pole is Joe Baldwin. Our fellow broadcaster usually does it, but he's having a bit of fun tonight. He's done an 18.9. With Trent Lavis, his teammate, in second. Josh Suino in third, another teammate, with Sam Chapman in fourth. Kurt Normanson in fifth, John Simpson in sixth, and Greg Paget in seventh. So this will be the first heat race.
This will be Group A. There's another 6 guys in the pits watching this one, and they'll do the second heat.
So we've got the NAS truck leading them around, the big truck. And there's no knockout round system here. Everybody's going to continue through, but it's just nice just to get a bit of a feel. And like we've seen with the SRX every time that we've done it, second and third races are better racing as well. So coming down the back straight, big banking at this place, and then you add on top of that the clay. You don't want to get into the dark stuff there. Coming through the final turn, or if you're American, the final 2 turns, the truck will peel in, and Joe Baldwin, is getting a bit eager.
I know, truck's going to do 2 laps.
2 laps to warm up. So as you can see there, Joe's having a bit of fun in the clay. Not that much smaller. I've got maybe 3 or 4 people missing, but 2 heats to start us off. Will that be race 1, or will that go into race 2 as well?
Yes, so we got the 13 cars total in the server since practice. So we've got 7 in this heat and 6 in the next one. And then in the consolation in the final, that will be all. If we did get more than 16, we would have split the second race up, but we didn't quite get there. So the consolation and the heat, the final, will be all in, and we'll go from there.
Here we go. Joe Baldwin leading them away. Trent Lavis there in second, and it looks like Josh Sueno being challenged there in third. Sam Stride getting to the outside of him. Josh Sueno taking the low line, and Joe Baldwin hanging everything out there on the top. You see here these two going at it. Hammer and tongs. We got a 8-minute race. They should get about 16 or so laps in. So the key to driving this thing is to look out the right side window and get a bit of sideways action happening. So it looks like everybody's taking a high line. Who's that down on the bottom there? John Simpson taking a low line and cutting underneath. Oh, lost it on my timing there. Cutting underneath Kurt Normanson in the STP 43. So good to see John Simpson back. And yes, Speed Zoomies, the Bailey Ladders, is going to be in one of the top 3 positions, no doubt. As we see, we come back to Joe Baldwin here, leading him away. This is his bread and butter. He used to race sprint cars, so he's happy to do this. Joe Baldwin coming down the front straight there, completing yet another lap. We're in lap 4 already. Only a minute down, so it looks like we're going to get like 20 or so laps in. Hopefully got enough fuel here. Trent Lavis in second, Josh Salino in third, Sam Chapman in fourth there, John Simpson in fifth. Yes, well, that's the high chance of probability here. Low grip surface. Could be a mistake by anybody. If you look back from Sam Chapman here, John Simpson on a bit of a mission here. As you can see, he's got a good handle on it. May not have reflected in his qualifying times, but he's having a lot of fun. We jump on board here once again. Thank you to Sprayton. And you can see they are starting to spread out a little bit, but it is a tight track. And 19-second laps. Joe's already set the fastest lap of the race the last lap. John Simpson running a bit high here. You end up getting into the wall there. Having to use that as a berm. I wonder if anybody's going to take a low line. John was using it at the start there. But this is the closest fight we've got on track here at the moment. You see Sam Chapman here. Taking a bit of a middling line. John Simpson a bit high. Josh Sueno high there. Nice and sideways. He's spending a lot of time going sideways. Getting the drift action happening. Excuse me, this looks like a lot of fun. Should get some of my drift mates to jump in. See here, Josh Sueno smacking the wall, but never fear. That's what these cars are designed for. That's why they're square. They land squarely on the wall. Joe Baldwin, Trent Lavis, Josh Sueno, Sam Chapman, and John Simpson having a good look. This is the battle of the race at the moment. John Simpson just all over the back of Sam. I don't know if I could do it like this. I'm too neat for this to drive. I try and drive the car nice and neat.
Yeah,
looking low.
That's my problem as well.
Oh, John Simpson! Ooh. Oh, just missing the wall.
Now, Joe did find out that if you get the cone there, it might be a slowdown. So that could be a little bit of bad news there for John if he's got too much of a cut there at that cone.
There we are again. Oh, Trent Lavis now taking a bit of a low line. Josh going extremely high. Let's see what Trent does here in the 3 and 4, and he's up nice and high as well. That might be one of the ends of the tracks getting slick, and so Trent's looking for some real grip. No, he's taking a high line as well. You can see it's starting to rubber in now. Joe Baldwin just showing a clean pair of heels in the rest of the field. He's got a 3. No, that can't be right. Is that correct?
Yeah.
3 seconds.
He's full right.
3-second lead. Wow. Put him in his element. I think the last thing he raced professionally was a sprint car, so basically the same thing, going sideways with a front engine rear drive car. So he's doing a really good job here.
This will show you the gap.
So here we have static camera, fantastic stuff here. You know, Joe Baldwin, 3 seconds back to Trent with Josh Sueno following, Sam Chapman in there, and oh, John Simpson, watch out buddy, hit the outside wall, and he's just come to rest just before the inside wall here. He's decided to park it for that race. He was doing really well too. Joe Baldwin under complete control of this one. I don't even think he's touching the brakes, to be perfectly honest. And yes, not a problem, Daniel. As we jump on board here, thanks to Sprayton. Joe Baldwin here. He's a mountain man and a V8 developed previous champion. So racing all the way in WA. We got 6 laps to go. We see here that looks like the 43 there of excuse me, I've lost it now.
Kurt numbers.
Oh, Kurt, yeah, Kurt.
He's number 88, but the paint job's got 43 on it. He's triple eight actual number, but 43 on the paint. Just to confuse you.
And I got a feeling Joe might be trying to graduate the lineup a little higher there. He's just going really high into these turns to try and get rid of the marbles and push them further up the track. So,
well, the way the set decided to do the races, because normally we do the 15, 20, and 20 with the street courses. That was going to be a bit of a long slog on the dirt. So instead, they got 20 laps for the heat race, and then 30 laps for the consolation, and a 50-lap feature.
So since the start of the race there, you can actually see where the line initially was, and Joe's slowly moved that line up. So as we see Josh Sueno as well, they're all getting to the really high line. It'll be interesting to see if somebody takes the low line later in the night. And you can see here, having been to the clay oval a couple of times in my lifetime, kids will be standing on the fence, lapping it up, getting dirty and clay, and their mums will be getting angry at them. Let's see here, Trent Lavis, nice and high in there, getting that right rear into the marbles and pushing further up the road, making more available racetrack. You can see here, turn 1, starting to get a bit of rubber down there, so it's starting to get a bit darker now. So that's going to be quite grippy, but if the weather goes the other way, it could get a bit slick. But it looks pretty overcast there in Tennessee. We see Trent Lavis coming off the final turn. And we got the white flag. Barney waving his flag there. He's getting a bit of a sore arm. We see Joe Baldwin coming into the final turns. Or turn if you're a real person. Coming across the line. Joe Baldwin with a clean pair of heels. 5.4 seconds clear of. There he is in shot. Trent Lavis searching for different lines. And we got Josh Zawino coming home in third. We got Sam Chapman in fourth. And I think the other two pulled the pin on that one. So there's our summary from the first race there. Baldwin from Lavis and Zawino, Chapman, and then Simpson quit out, and then Normanson was on the track, but he was 10 laps down, and Paget, I don't think he even took part in that one.
He did the first few laps.
The first few laps. Well, oh yeah, sorry, it was a 20-lap race, yes. Alright, heat number 2. We got Sam Stride there on the pole on 19 flat with Greg Favell right behind him. Greg Heaney on the second row with Julian Mookie, and then Adam Tyson, Eduardo Zamora. So, here we go, second of our heat races, and then we'll combine the two for our consolation race. So we got 2 warm-up laps. Is the track state continued over there,
So
Adam?
I believe we got it. So it basically the track gets fixed up for the start of each race, but as the races are getting longer for each, so this race will be the same length as the first race, but then the next 2 get progressively longer. So the track will get slicker in the later races, but they'll start around the same state to give them at least a bit of a chance to get some sort of get some sort of normality and consistency in their driving.
You can see there that the line has actually come down from the fence a little bit there. So once these guys get around, they're coming to the final turn now, they will have a good crack, and then no doubt they'll slowly move the line up as well. So here we go, coming through the final turn, wait for the truck to come off. Oh, sorry, my apologies. I was looking at the wrong dot. There we go. So we're on the back straight now. We're going to come through the final turn. My apologies. There we go. Final turn. Mind you, they do look the same. Final turn. They don't drive the same, that's for sure. Truck will come in, and Sam will lead them away. Here we go. The green is away, and Sam with a clean jump on everybody. Everybody getting a bit sideways here, and into the turns. Who's that down low? Greg Heaney trying to take a low line there. Not too many people have used that so far tonight. Maybe he can make that one work. We see here Bell just goes right around the outside of him, staying on that high line and, moving that top line up higher and higher and higher. So yes, it's starting to get a bit more slick now. You can see there the top 3 right in front of him as we go on board with the Sprayton onboard camera hanging out the side of Julian Mookie's car. Good to see the Sharp EIT team back in here again. As we have the winner from Heat 1 join us, Joe Baldwin. How was that for you?
That was unexpected, guys. How are you this evening?
Chattery. Haven't had a break yet. That's why I threw to you.
Yeah.
How was it out there? How were the conditions?
Yeah, the conditions were pretty good. Just keeping the car stable Heaney's gone around. Yeah, it's just a matter of keeping the tyre under. You got to keep the car as straight as you can and drive forward. So we, the setup that we've got on the car is just the iRacing one, but it's nice and stable. It'll be interesting later on in the consolation race and the feature race when the track slicks off. It should be a fair bit more difficult to drive by then.
Will you be searching for different lines, maybe trying a lower line through the turns and the like?
Yeah, did a bit of that in practice earlier on, running low, so the track will blacken off with a full count of cars. It should blacken off good and have a couple of lines, one down the bottom and one around the top.
Yeah, not too many people are using a low line. You can already see it there. The black line's already forming up in the middle to high line. But don't think anybody's got the low line to work properly yet. So as we see here, Eduardo's having a good run here. He's on the back of Adam Tice here. And he's getting all that clay flicked up at him. Good stuff. As we got lap 7 here, we got Sam Stride leading away on this one. And he's got a 2.2 second gap on Greg Pavel with Julian Mookie, another 2.6 seconds back. So here we are with Eduardo, who's chasing Adam Tice. This is for 4th and 5th. And look, he's just a little bit sideways there. He's going to try a lower line in here, but I think he's just going to plow on under up the road. Yeah, so he's just going up the track here. So might have to start low, Joe, and build your way up. Get the car a bit more sideways to start.
Yeah, no, I think the left rear tyres, you can actually get them quite hot if you have the car cranked up too much. So once it slips off, the pace will drop out of it. Like your lap time probably drop into the mid-20s, and that's where you have to be really tender with the throttle and find the grip either on the bottom or the top. So, but if the middle takes rubber, usually that can lead to a bit more traction there. So you've got to chase the track all the way from fence to fence. It's a good challenge.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's fantastic racing. I'm glad we've actually done this. I like Bristol, but even better still, Bristol looks like a lot of fun, especially for, you know, drifting's become the flavour of the flavour of the month, I was going to say, but it seems to be the thing. So everybody loves going sideways, and no better way to do it than on the clay.
Yeah, definitely. It's been around. It's probably one of the oldest motorsports around, actually. Speedway. It's got a lot of fun, and it's good to add something different to what we do with the club. So nothing wrong with getting dirty for 30 on a Friday night.
Exactly. See Greg Heaney going slow there. He's just been lapped. I wonder what's going on there. We got a replay.
He had a spin early in the race.
He had a spin, but he got going again. I thought he would have been back on the anyway. Looks like he just goes slow, just cracking the laps.
Only 20-second laps, but the leaders were recording pretty quick, so he's just letting them all go.
Julian's just throwing a bit of, Sam Stride, nice and close, right to the camera there. Looks like you're going to have Sam hot on your tail with Trent Lavis there, Joe, in this next race.
Yeah, I've been looking at his lap times. His laps during the race have been comparable to what I did. The track should have started out roughly the same. And yeah, he's only not even half a tenth off for his fastest lap. We'll see what his overall race time is at the end of it, and it should give me a good idea as to what his pace will be towards the middle and the end of the race.
Actually, I'm just trying to remember to last week's broadcast, Joe. Did he mention that he used to do this stuff as well?
I
think he did.
He did, yeah.
Funnily enough, the two guys that used to do it are both leading the races.
Yeah,
who would have thought?
But my real world speedway career is about as far apart from this as what supercars are to go-karts, right? They're completely different sort of thing, but dirt experience is dirt experience.
Right,
they do drive different.
There we go, riding on board here with, who was that? Was that Julian? And then we're looking back here now at Adam. This is turning into, Adam, hold on to it. He's stuck on it. Oh, far out. Oh man, lucky he quit out there, so you catch that again on the replay. Straight in replay here as we see the guys go through the corner. Doesn't pick up anything there. Was it this corner?
Just watching, I'm actually on board with Stride in my sim, and he's driving the car really, really well, but he's searching around the track looking for that traction. He's coming a bit tighter off of 4 and changing his entry point, so he's searching around to see where the grip's going to be later on in the. We've got a 30 lap versus a 20 lap for the B main, and then we're on to a 50 lap feature race. So it should be a good racing, guys.
Yeah, and that's what I said from the outset. The top drivers will be looking for different lines around to try and keep the forward momentum going on these cars. See Sam Stride just fashionably on cue, just sliding into the turn. Starting another lap. We're in lap 19, so he's got the white flag now. He's diamonding off that particular corner. He just got it straight. And
I think it's checkered flag.
That was checkered flag.
Yeah, the SDK had a bit of a conniption there halfway through the race and fell back behind. So
that's one lap behind. Okay, so there you go. Nice and easy. Well, Thanks for joining in, Joe. We'll let you back and jump in to do that consolation race. So we see the results here. Sam Stride, 3.6 seconds from Greg Favell. Julian Mookie there in third. Adam Tyson fourth. And then we had Eduardo Zamora and Greg Heaney to round out that top six. And so I would assume that yes, so race 1 will be lining up on the inside, race 2 will be lining up on the outside, which is Joe Baldwin from Sam Stride, Trent Lavis with Greg Favell next to him, Josh Suino and Julian Mookie, Sam Chapman and Adam Tice, John Simpson, Eduardo Zamora, and over the next page we've got Kurt Normanson, Greg Heaney and Greg Paget. So it should be a good one. I think patience will play a key in this one and just trying to keep the car straight. Got the pace truck out the front there. It'll be funny if I put a Porsche or a Mustang on there. But we got the pace truck, excuse me. And we could already see the track starting to blacken up there on the entry there into turn 1. So the guys will be searching for different lines as it gets a bit slicker as the race goes on. This is the shorter version. So we only got 30 laps in this one. It's going to be interesting when we do the 50 lap race. I guess I'll throw it to you, Adam. What have you picked up so far tonight?
The bit of Stridey was definitely one of the ones to beat in the practice, and Joe's managed to find some pace as well. And Favell's always fast, and Josh has actually really improved. Zuino, he was spinning and having trouble with the practice, but just like he did at Sandown, he's got to the races and found his form and up there battling for possible podiums or top 5. So good luck to everybody.
Yeah, actually, that's notable. Is it? These two get a bit friendly. I always point out that that's what practice and qualifying is for. Find the limits of the cars and then back it off down the race, so you know you can go fast. But these two get a bit friendly at the front here. Maybe there's a little bit of a nip and tuck going on. They're trying to establish dominance here, be the alpha male of the group. And we're coming into the final turn. Joe's going to lead them away. Got the still camera here, and Joe's gone. Trent Lavis diving to the inside there. As we see, he's going for the low line. As we see Sam Stride taking the high. We've got Greg Favell here. He's got in front of Josh. There's some contact back there. No, they're all going again. That's good to see. I want to see everybody finish this one. Josh taking a high line. He's got 2 cars underneath him. It looks like Sam Chapman. Oh, a little bit of a touch, and then right on the bottom there, Julian Mookie. This is awesome stuff. Sam Chapman taking the low line, Josh Suino taking the high line. Does he have enough room to get around him? Looks like he does this time, but no, Sam gets off the corner really well that time. We're really pushing hard on this one, guys, and it's only the early laps. Riding on board on the front here. Oh, Josh Suino there, just getting collected there by Julian Mookie, but no harm, no foul, so he's back on it again as we complete we're starting our 3rd lap. We see here, challenge for 2nd here. Sam Stride underneath Trent Lavis here. Trent going to the high line, but Sam sliding up, and then Trent back down to the low line, going to the inside now. This is great racing. Trent trying the low line on the entry. Will he slide up the road? No, he's kept it low. Sam staying high, and Trent's back in the 2nd. Great battle. Tit for tat. As we see here, Sam going to the low side now. It looks like he's got too much there. Oh, collected by Greg Favell. Put it back in the 1st gear. Oh, it's collected by Julian Mookie. Unlucky. And Josh Suino. Oh, unlucky for Sam there. He was really pushing hard. It was top driving there, especially with him and Trent swapping places in the corners. A bit like Julian Mookie here and Greg Heaney. Oh, as they smash into each other there side by side. Can they make it through the turn without touching? Greg's going to take that low line. And they're onto the back straight. Oh, these guys have magnets in their cars that keep hitting each other. There we go. Greg Heaney to the low side. Julian Mookie to the high side, and Greg's in front now, but Julian's got to run off that turn. Is he going to have a look underneath? Side by side through the turns. Julian a little too sideways there, lost a bit of speed, and it looks like Greg has gotten that 7th place off him. So fantastic driving there. Sam Stride currently with the fastest lap, but it shows him now in pit lane, so he's got a fair bit of damage on the front of that car. Joe Baldwin leading the pack. 1.9 seconds from Trent Lavis. and Greg Favell there in third, another 4.5 seconds back. So only lap 8. We're almost 1/3 of the race through. It'll be time to conserve the car, conserve the tyre a little bit here, and then push again at the end. So Sam Stride back on track, as I can see here on the live timing. There's Greg Favell there in third place. There's quite a big gap here. You've got Sam Chapman, Adam Tice, Greg Heaney, and then another gap there to Julian Mookie, Eduardo Zamora. And you can see here, peppered in there, is Sam Stride, Josh Salino, 11th place there. And we've got some of the leaders coming right there on the high side. So you just got to be really careful now. But, I mean, if it's American race, you don't, apparently blue flags don't mean too much. So, as we see the two of them, Sam Chapman and was that, excuse me, Kurt Nommensen into the wall. Josh Salino back up to speed, there's Kurt there. Kurt in 5th place, well done, mate. You just got to hold on, keep it straight, buddy. There we go. Got to be having a lot of fun there. Oh, into the wall. Oh. All sorts of things going on there. I just looked away and I looked back and they're in the wall. So everybody's got somebody to race, but between Adam Tice, Kurt Nommensen and Julian Mookie, they're quite tight with Eduardo Zamora. Oh, see there on the replay, he just had it swinging out, and unfortunately, Adam Tice was right there against the wall, got pancaked there. So it looks like Kurt's going back to the pits, lick his wounds, have a bit of a think about it, and come back out again. We see here Greg Heaney in 5th place, under pressure from Adam Tice. Only 4/10 back. And looking into the high lines up here, they're both running the high line. Oh, just touching the wall there. And we can see there in the background, Sam Stride, he may be down, but he's catching these guys pretty quick smart as well. So, Greg Heaney, Adam Tice, and then you got Sam Stride, who's a lap down, how many laps down? 1 lap down. And then you got, oh, geez, he scared him into the wall there. Adam Tice into the wall. Sam Stride making big strides. Who's this black car down the bottom here? Is that Josh Salino? Wasn't our leader, was it? It's Josh. Little too sideways in the middle of the corner, and unfortunately, sideways coming off. Whoa. And then hit the pit attenuator, all those cans full of water there. So he's back up and running. You see here, Trent Lavis, I was going to call him Adam. You're Adam. Trent Lavis there now searching down the bottom for a lower line. Thing is, that's going to start gripping up too, or start rubbering in. So he is only half a second behind Joe Baldwin here, using the lower line again for these final 2 turns. The final turn, if you're looking at it as one corner. Joe Baldwin taking the high line there. Currently leading the race, lap 17, we're just over halfway. And Trent's coming. He's right on his tail there, using that low line. He's making it work for him. Doesn't get off the corner as well, because it's a... But oh, now Joe switched to the low line, and he's just been touched there by Trent on the way through. Put into first gear and get going there, Joe. But yes, Joe went down to defend, and unfortunately Trent had a lot more speed going there. Trent's gone to the high line now, as we see a replay brought to you by Waste Options. Skycam, and it's just the tiniest touches, the car's that unloaded. And unfortunately, Joe spun his way back to third, so Trent Lavis from Greg Favell and Joe Baldwin in third. See the recovery here, he's all very sideways there. As we come back to Greg Heaney here, what position is he in? I know Greg Heaney in a spin there. Sorry, I didn't realise it was a replay brought to you by M-Wave. First gear, get going again. All a learning curve for these guys. You come back to look at the pack here. We got Eduardo Zamora under pressure from Sam Stride, who's now gone. Oh.
He's in the battle. He's in the battle with Heaney, but they just let Favell through his lap.
My apologies. I keep looking to the timing screen. It's all over the show. I'll keep watching the screen here, and we see 4 cars on track here. Excuse me. Greg Heaney to the bottom. Eduardo Zamora against the wall, coming off the turn there. Coming across the line to complete their 21st lap, to start their 22nd lap. We only got 8 to go. You see here, still camera here with Bell, Heaney and Zamora coming past the shot there. They're taking the high line too. So it looks like they've just gotten that high line to work. They've got to start learning that low line, especially that 50 lap feature. Man, listen to these cars. This is fantastic. Currently it is Trent Lavis from Greg Favell, 9.3 seconds. Joe Baldwin there another 4.5 or 4.8 back. Sam Chapman in 4th with Adam Tyson 5th. Julian Mookie in 6th, and we got Greg Heaney here on screen in 7th. So they're all lapping in the 20s and 21s now, just as Joe said. As we get further into the race, the lap times are going to blow out. The cars are getting tired and the tyres are getting hot. Greg Heaney taking a nice line there and then cutting down to get a longer, make a longer straight out of the track here to get a better run, but he's running up really high, going to touch the wall there. Straight into the car out, unfortunately, and so lose a bit of momentum. And we see here Greg Favell here in 2nd, taking a nice neat line. Had a bit of contact, and you can see he's kind of flapping around in the wind, but he's actually doing a really good job. Not too sideways. And Greg Heaney's right on his car. Hey, Greg's going to spun down to the inside. Watch out. He's going to go on the pit lane there, buddy. And Greg under nice control there. Look at that. He's master of these big horsepower, low grip cars. I'd like to see him when if we try NASCAR again. Excuse me. Lap 27 of the race. Favell coming off the turn here, chasing down Julian Mookie. Mookie is in 6th place here. And then we've got to remember Trent's another 11 seconds, 11.8 seconds up the road. So I believe he's almost, Greg's coming through the final turn as Trent's halfway down the back straight. So it's only a 19, 20 second lap. So Trent there, I can see on the timing screen, is keeping his lap times down in the 19. This is very good for him.
Yeah, Trent's over half a lap ahead. He's entering turn 3 as Greg Eaton's exiting turn 4.
Yeah, exactly. So there's Trent there, as you see, he's just come off the second turn, entering the 3rd turn, as Greg will be crossing the line now. So Trent just giving the wall a bit of a love tap there. The field has spread out in this one, and everybody is lapped up to and including 4th position now. So Sam Chapman there has been lapped by Trent, so one less lap to run, I guess. As you see, Trent Lavis taking the win. We got Greg Favell, where is he? Got a couple more of these other guys coming through. There he is, Greg Favell there taking 2nd. And then Joe Baldwin there in 3rd. Looks like he was closing him down. Julian Mookie, Sam Stride, Sam Chapman. We'll run through the results in just a sec, but man, that looks like a lot of fun. I know I'm a little bit monotone tonight, guys, because I'm trying to keep up with all the action. No doubt I'll get some inflection in my voice in this final, because it's going to be a cracker. All right. So the Heat 3 results, not coming up on screen for some reason. We've had a bit of trouble with this at the last couple Friday nights, but that's all right. There we go. Yeah, we need everybody in the field.
No,
that's all right. Here we go.
Trent
Lavis.
It's because SDK's generated all the races that didn't happen, so I had to find the right one.
All right, there you go. So that was the B main. So we had Trent Lavis there with a 13.6 second win over Greg Favell, with another 2 seconds there over Joe Baldwin. Sam Chapman in 4th, Adam Tice in 5th, Julian Mookie in 6th, Sam Stride in 7th, Eduardo Zamora in 8th, Greg Heaney in 9th, Kent Nommensen rounding out your 10, Josh Sawino in 11th, John Simpson in 12th, and Greg Padgett in 13th. Looks like Simpson and Padgett didn't partake in that one. I hope they can make it for this one. Well, we got a bit of a break because will there be a warm-up?
They're in the warm-up now, they've got like a minute left.
Okay, if you want to throw those fantastic partnerships that we have at the Gentlemen's Sim Racing Club, again, Sprayton non-alcoholic cider, pure Tasmanian, thank you to them for the onboards. Excuse me. Waste Options, long-term partnership that we've had here at the Gentlemen's Sim Racing Club. Orbic Australia, again, thank you to them. Leibsy Racing, well, he won that most recent race, so he must be doing something good. M-Wave, again, thank you to them. And then finally, Flash Graphics, ladies and gents, I call this interactive TV. Please jump on board and leave some messages if you want to see a car, that kind of thing. But also support the guys that support us. Please jump on the Facebook and the interwebs and check out all those fine partnerships that we have. Also, if you're interested in some Gentleman Sim Racing Club gear, we do have merchandise in store. You can check it out there at myshopify.com. Check us out on the Facebooks. We're running on Twitch tonight, Adam?
And just Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook and YouTube, and no, not going to get republished onto Twitch.
I didn't put it on internet tonight, so just
Okay,
kept it simple.
Alright, here we go. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. If those 3 races haven't been enough for you, we got a really long one now. There's still overcast here. We got Trent Lavis from Greg Favell on row 1. Row 2, Joe Baldwin, Sam Chapman. Row 3, Adam Tyson, Julian Mookie. Row 4, Sam Strider, Eduardo Zamora. Row 5, Greg Heaney and Kurt Normanson. Row 6, Julian Mookie. Oh, sorry, Adam Tyson, Julian Mookie. Row I've got the rows mixed up. Whatever. Sam Strider from Eduardo Zamora. Greg Heaney from Kurt Normanson, and Josh Suino from John Simpson, and Greg Paget rounding it out the field there. Hopefully Simpson and Paget have jumped on board.
Simpson's in the back.
Simpson's in the back.
No Paget though.
That's unfortunate because I'd love to be out there. Maybe those guys should come and do some commentary and I can get out there. But anyway, 2 warm-up laps and then a 50-lap feature, which should be another 20-25 minutes or so.
I think the guys will be happy. It looked like the track carried over from the heat to the consolation, but at least it has reset for the main. So it's because if they started with the black lines in the main, it would have been hectic. But they've got a bit of a cleaner track to start with. But 50 laps around here, it's going to blacken up pretty fast. And as you see, we've gone to night time, so we're under the lights for the final race. A bit of a spectacle.
Just get that out. Yeah, night time for the race, and it's now 21 degrees ambient and 16 degrees track. So the track won't be holding too much heat, but I dare say that rubbered-in line will still produce a lot of, will make it a bit slick. So we'll see how we go. So this is the second lap of the warm-up. It's a long race. Let's see how many guys don't take that into account. And we got Trent Lavis leading this one away. Oh, my apologies. I keep looking at the map in the wrong spot.
Yeah, the bottom's the start finish line.
Yeah, the bottom's the start finish line. Anyway, it gives the crowd another wave. Give the crowd another wave. It's leading them around. It's Trent Lavis. We've got a bit more of a gap now. The truck's going to pull in, and they're going to push the pedal on 750 horsepower. Here we go. Trent Lavis away. Greg Favell and Joe Baldwin straight to the inside here. He's wanting to get some revenge here. As we see them drifting up high. Trent Lavis, the only one to stay down low. You see another big fight here. Oh, guys, give some room. Wow. We see Sam Strider. He's actually, funnily enough, taking strides to get back to the front because that's where he should be. He's looking good, as we see here. John Simpson now making a pass on Eduardo Zamora there. And John Simpson was doing really well in that first heat. See if he can make his way to the front. See this 5-car battle here for 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. And, well, sorry, 7th, 9th and 10th and 11th. As we see here, Greg Heaney now taking a low line entry. He's sliding up the track. You'll see John Simpson going even lower. And Joe Baldwin going to the low line now, going underneath Trent Lavis. Gets sideways in the middle. It's going to get a little too sideways and lose all his momentum now. See Greg Favell passes him, and Joe Baldwin now dropping back to 3rd, and we see Sam Stride making his way up into 4th position, past Sam Chapman, and he's going to get the rocket boosters on and try and get to the front now. He's got a long, it's only lap 450, so he's got plenty more laps to do.
Yeah,
you see here, go on.
Just like Joe Stride, he's got a point to prove here after having that moment in the B main. He'll be looking to get back to the front here and show what he's worth.
Exactly. Joe Baldwin's already set the fastest lap of the race, and he's only 3 tenths behind Greg Favell. See there just in the further part of the shot as Trent Lavis is another 1.4 seconds up the road. We jump on board with Greg Favell here looking back. Joe Baldwin and Sam Stride going sideways in the background. Now I think Sam Chapman just made the wall. And he's going to have Julian Mookie back on his tail hardcore. Looks like someone just spun to the inside as well. Who was that? See names dropping all over the show on the high live time. I'm just going to keep on the main screen here. Trent Laver still 1.4 seconds in front of Greg Favell. They're lapping in the 19s right now. You'll see that slowly drop away. See Greg Heaney here putting the blowtorch on Kurt Nominson here as they come off the turn down the back straight. Oh, sorry, down the front straight into turn 1. I'll get it right one day. Oh, there we go, that's it. Into turn 1 there. Excuse me. Looking at the track map in the top of the screen, they're just a little bit behind. Putting the blowtorch on him. Going down the back straight. John Simpson's gone into the front of this little pack here. Now he's just got to make his way to the front of to the next pack. See these guys here getting up nice and high. They're going to have to start using that low line pretty soon. We jump on board with John Simpson. Thank you to Sprayton for their continued support and the onboard cameras here that they keep supplying us. Mind you, we haven't done too many, I think it's waste options aerial shots either though, which will be good later on in the race. You can see the rubber line in it as on cue. Waste options, thank you to them for their Skycam. We see here Sam Stride putting the pressure on Joe Baldwin, going low. Joe's made the fence there. Sam's coming up the track. Joe's going to keep in it and just drive around the outside there, get the run on him down this next straight. Joe's taking the low line as we see Sam taking the high line. Keeps switching in and out. Oh, Favell in the wall. It's had a slow run here. It looks like it's crabbing down the road now, unfortunately. And that's the thing here, you can't make a pit stop. These laps are too short. So Joe to second. Greg still in third. Sam going to the inside now. And Greg looks like he's got his car sorted because he just used the outside and run a rim ride around the top to get a good run. So see here, John Simpson looks like he's got some wheel alignment issues down there on the bottom there. He's going to pit lane. So Joe Baldwin here. See John Simpson here coming into the turn. A little too deep. And yep. That'll definitely put the punch the diff across the car, and you can see it's got a flat left rear there. You see Sam Stride here, and Greg Favell sideways. Greg's going to the bottom now. Sliding up the road, and looks like Sam's using that top line to get the drive on him. Joe's had to go to the inside of this next lap car. Who's that? Adam Tice. And we see Greg now, he's got himself all sorted. He's back to going again. So he's taking the low line. And that's looks like it's where it is at the moment. The top line seems to be rubbering in, but we're only lap 15 of 50, so plenty of racing still to be had. We see that Trent Labs has got a 3.1 second lead over the field right now. The black car at the top of your screen of Joe Baldwin, so quite a chunk. As you see here, two alternate lines being used in different ways, different strokes for different folks, and they're going to have to search for the grip around here as it gets more slick as the night goes on. Cars currently out. Josh Salino didn't take the grid in the feature here, and Greg Padgett hasn't taken to the grid either. What? So in the wall.
So what's interesting is the slick is on the entry, but then the slick sort of fades away for the exit, so they can take multiple exit lines. It's just the entrance where it's all slicking up.
That's it, and yeah.
Oh, Kurt Nominson around.
Good diamond off the corner, but it slow you down in the middle as we see Sam Stride making the wall. We'll get to a replay in just a sec. Lap 18 of 50. So yeah, slick on the entry. Ride the top, or maybe cut down to the bottom and make a longer straight out of it. Here we go, straight and replay.
Oh, he's going to take slap down the straight.
He's just going to get a bit of sideways, trying to tank slap / mungie the front straight as the leader comes past. And he's just going to back it to the safety car. Lucky he can drive through it. But you jump back on board with Sprayton Pure Tasmanian non-alcoholic cider here, and he's got Sam Stride applying the blowtorch. As they go past the lap cars there, that's going to hold Joe up a little bit. Sam's able to get around that one quite easily. It looks like Greg Favell there in the background looks like the same deal. Nice and easy for him as well. So obviously Joe being... Oh, he's gone to the very bottom there. Has Sam Stride driven around him? No, he's still on the outside.
Go run.
Side by side, down the back straight. Into the turns 3 and 4. They are still side by side. Look at this. Fantastic driving by these two. And Sam using the top berm there to get a run on Joe down the front straight. Joe going to the bottom again. Oh, watch out, lap car. You see, all onto the back straight there, and looks like Sam Stride has cleared his highest mover here by the looks of things. Yep, up 5 spots, up into second there. So now the gap between Sam and Trent is now 3.5 seconds. We see Joe Baldwin here on screen with the fastest lap of the race so far. 19.2. They're currently doing 19s and 20s, so they haven't dropped off that much in this race. We're just coming up to lap 23, almost halfway. Excuse me. And all the reds there showing Sam fighting with Joe, and they're losing time to Trent there. So lap 23, 3/10 from Joe Baldwin, and it looks like Sam has matched Trent on that last lap. Yes, he has, almost to the 100,000th of a second. So we'll just watch the gap now. Will Trent just take it easy and let his tyres cool out? See there, Sam's already taken another 10th out. Joe's lost another 2 tenths, so maybe Joe's tyres are running a bit hot. See here, Julian coming down the back straight, sideways entry in, little too sideways, looking out the side window now. Drops to the bottom, and pendulum. And now he can't get going again because the tyres are too hot. Oh, and unfortunately Greg just smacked into him there, taking the low line. Can Greg get it back around? Where did Greg Favell drop to? He's dropped to 5th. Here we are on board with him right now. So he's gathered it all up. Hasn't dropped that far down the road, off the radar. He's still in 5th place. And you can see here, oh right. Yeah, replay, my apologies. Especially with a new skill, you're only really concerned about the, excuse me, the 50 metres in front, not the 150 metres down the road. Well, that's alright. Greg Favell now in 7th, so he's now in pit lane, so he's got to get that fixed up. Hopefully he can get back out there. We see here John Simpson. Started pretty much on the back row. He's up to 9th position here. He's having a lot of fun. Good to see John Simpson back. Excuse me. And he's got Sam Chapman behind him in 4th, but he's got Kurt Nommensen position in front of him in 8th. So John Simpson, another one of our sponsors. Oh, Kurt's just made the wall. Will he get a run on him? No, Kurt's already got it back up and going again. But yes, show John some support. Go to Flash Graphics and check them out. Maybe even give me... Oh, he's made up another position there. So it looks like Zamora is falling down the field. Something's happened to him as well. So he was in front of these guys, but he's might have smacked the wall or something, and he's dropped behind these guys, so he might lose a spot if he's not careful. Excuse me. We see the 2 guys behind, Nommensen and Chapman. Chapman just making his way through. Chapman just, like a metronome, just keep putting in the laps and keep finishing in the top 5. Excuse me. See here, Kurt on screen. Sideways one way, into the wall the other. And we've got Zamora right on his tail, but look, he's still going, and that's what these cars are made for. They are flat on the side, so they pancake the wall quite nicely. We've got the leader just entering shot now as well. So Trent Lavis with the rocket boosters on. As he goes past on the low line there. You hear him picking up the throttle there, nice and clean. So we got 18 to go. Trent Lavis here. 4 times GT4 champion, 1 time Formula V, and 1 time Pro 2. That's something we haven't done in a while. Pro 2 trucks. Pro 2 champion as well. So Trent with 6 titles there to his name. Liking the GT4. He's a current GT4 champion as well. So you can see all that there on the bottom of the screen. Thank you to Sprayton for their onboards. We see, I believe that's Sam Chapman there. So Trent has lapped all the cars up to 5th place. Yeah. 4th right in front of him. Makes it easy if you're not having a good night, do 1 less lap. But he looks like he's come to grips with it. You can see there, Trent. I've never known Trent to use a clear visor ever.
Yes.
It's what iRacing put on for the nighttime race.
Well, he's at the moment.
He's
soaring
at that wheel.
Steering wheel's everywhere.
He's only got 2.1 seconds to Sam, so Sam's just chomping away ever so slowly into his lead and just driving looks like a naked race.
So
The last 2 laps have been...
But also Trent made a mistake on lap 32. And that lap there we saw where he was all over the wheel.
Yeah, the 2 laps before they've been proven wrong. But it's... When Trent does pull away from Sam there, it's not by much, but when Sam chomps into Trent's lead, it's by a couple tenths. So we'll see how they go on this lap. No, he's already lost 2 tenths in this one. And Baldwin there in 3rd. He's lost a tenth in this one, as you can see. It looks like John Simpson having a bit of trouble down there. He's followed the leader in. And just kept going on him. And he kept the boot in it? Yeah, he's kept the boot in it. And yep. Nah. Yep. Nah. He's made those back tyres really hot, and it's going to be, yeah, exactly what I thought was going to happen. He's just going to not have any grip to get going forward down. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for him there. He's quick back to the pits. We see here Sam Stride here coming up to put a lap on Sam Chapman. And that's put Trent's lead back out again. So, yep, as you can see there on the graphics there, the lead's gone blown back out to 3 seconds. 3.1 on the live timing. I mean, in all cases, Sam Chapman is not slow. He's just a little slower than these guys. And you see here, Sam Stride getting around him. And now that gap's back to 3.6. Totem pole. Is there a car in between them now? Does he jump back to Eduardo Zamora here? Coming into the turn. And just pendulums around on him. And he's made the inside wall there. Funny shadows hanging out the back of the car. And
he's beached
really
it.
He's had to quit back out. That's unfortunate. He's Sam Stride taking the high line there. 3.7 second lead to Trent Lavis. We've got 8 to go. I don't think Trent's going to be headed in this one unless he makes a major mistake or gets into some trouble with the back marker. See Julian Mookie there getting nice and sideways. Sam taking the low line through pits and then cutting up high, and then you get the run off the turn that way. So Sam's coming off the turn while Trent's entering the next one. Excuse me. And they're all trying some different things now because the lap times are just slowly creeping out. Trent's just done a 20. What's Sam done? Sam's done a 20.6, so there's another 6 tenths down he's just lost in that lap. Trying to round up, looks like Julian Mookie. And what's he got now? He's got Greg Favell in front of him and Greg Keeney before he even looks at Trent Lavis as well. There's the 2 of them just on the left of the screen. Excuse me. Actually, this will be a perfect opportunity to go to a waste options aerial shot. We can see here, I thought it might be a bit more zoomed out, but that's alright. The drone's nice and low, so we can get the action. There we go, there's a higher version. You can see all the different lines that everybody's taken here, and you can see the run that he gets off the top of the hill. Slick entering in here, and he's going to stay high on this one, and then get a nice run down this next straight, down the back straight, and close right in on Greg. Well, he's actually in a Greg sandwich. And what's he got? 4.6 now to Trent Lavis. So Greg Heaney getting a bit sideways. Greg Favell on the bottom. Sam's got his work cut out and he's made his way through the middle there.
Oh, hold on to it.
Those 2 sideways. Greg's kind of almost straightened him out. And then Julian Mookie's finished him off. So does that mean Joe coming through the turn now?
He's a lap back.
Oh, he's a lap back. Right.
Here they come.
So there he goes. Sam's going now. And as you can see, the leader now. In between 2nd and 3rd. So quite a dominant performance here.
I think Sam's broken.
Yep, Sam's going to come back to the pits. And it looks like Trent has put a lap on the field completely now. Quite a dominant drive here in the 50 lap feature. And again, SDK's mucked up, but he's taking the checkered flag there. There we are. From Joe Baldwin, 1 complete lap in front of him. And then I don't know who's going to come across in 3rd here. Like live timing's gone a bit funny here. We'll get it at the end there. Well done to Trent Lavis there. Fantastic race to dominate that one. and absolutely lapped the field. So, as you can see there, he's quite happy about his achievements. So well done to him. Alright, joining us in the... actually I'll go through a couple more things here. You can see here on the replay, Sam Stride getting a bit sideways. Greg Favell, just sticking to his line, just happened to collect him, but then Mookie just absolutely T-boned him with nowhere to go. Just once you jump in, you're committed to the line, and yeah, unfortunate for him. And then Mookie collected by another 2 cars. It's unlucky. I'll watch it again from onboard Julian's. Onboard, that's yeah. He got back to the throttle thinking he'd probably go around the outside, but unfortunate there. So, and he hits a pit lane attenuator as well. So, alright, let's run through the results here. Excuse me. So the feature there won by Trent Lavis from Joe Baldwin in 2nd and Sam Stride in 3rd. Sam Chapman in 4th, Greg Heaney in 5th, Greg Favell in 6th, Kurt Normanson in 7th, Julian Mookie in 8th, Eduardo Zamora in 9th, John Simpson in 10th, and the last car on the track was Adam Tice in 11th. Alright, I guess we'll start from the top. Trent Lavis, well done. How was that? Give us a summary of your night.
Rusty. Probably the best way to put it. Been a while since I've driven on the dirt. I think the last time I drove on dirt would have been the Race of Champions in the little legend car. So that was a bit of a learning experience for the night. This thing is the length of 2 double-deckers. So it's like driving a limousine on the dirt. So the back end of the car was a bit sketchy. So after that second heat there with Joe, first heat with Joe, absolutely gapping me. I'm like, I'm going to stick to the bottom and make it work. And I'm glad I did, because that seemed to work pretty well for me all night.
Fair enough. I mean, to win the consolation and the feature, it was a top-notch effort. What happened there in the consolation there with Joe?
I didn't think I'd hit him, but looking at the thing there, so I seen he was doing the high line most of the race, and then all of a sudden he dove to the bottom, and I tried to sidestep him on the brake on the best I could, but I think I managed to tag him there accidentally and spun him around. So that's probably on me, probably worth a penalty. But we'll see what the should say. But yeah, absolutely unintentional. I was trying to basically slip up to the high line instead of my usual low line, and I just mistimed it. So
yeah, I mean that's kind of what I thought was. Joe had been high the whole night, and then he saw you going low and got close, so he had to maybe put on a block. So we'll get to Joe soon, in just a minute. Overall, how do you rate it as your first time out in an SRX car?
I think I'm more rating my new little shifter setup. So I've actually got a H-pattern gearbox now. I'm looking forward to more H-pattern goodness later on.
Excellent. What are your thoughts on this particular car anyway? Are you going to give the road courses a bit of a go?
Yeah, well, that's the main reason why I jumped in there. You know, that's my jam. I'm keen to give them a crack and see how they go without having to turn left all the time. But we'll wait and see how it goes. If I get a free Friday night, I'm keen to jump in and get a bit of heel toe action going on with this new shifter setup.
Excellent. Adam, do you want to... I don't know if you got them. Have you got the rest of the calendar? I haven't got them in front of me. There you go. There's the rest of the Friday nights. So... I guess you can have, even Adam's gone to the extra bit there where he's actually put in roads and ovals there. So there's one more dirt oval, second last race for the season at Eldora.
Eldora in these is going to be absolutely deadly. I can foresee a lot of fencing going into that turn 3, so it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
So I got deliberately chose the NASCAR for the next race. I chose a short version of the Red Bull Ring. I hope that works. We'll see how we go. South Boston, Chicago Street Course is going to be a lot of fun. I wish I could do that. Silverstone National, I mean, that's how we started the Gentleman Sim Racing Club on a Friday night. We did that for the first round of NASCARs, Eldora, and then Daytona, which everybody, I dare say people are going to turn up to that one. Trent, it's been awesome watching you tonight. Thank you for turning up, and congratulations on your 2 wins and the win in the feature. That was bloody dominant.
Thank you, mate. I just got into a groove there and managed to not make too many mistakes. But yeah, no, these it's good fun. It's good to be back on the dirt for the first time in a while.
Yeah, try something different, right?
That's it, mate. You don't know if you give it a go.
Excellent. All right. Trent Lavis there with the win in the feature. Second in the feature, Joe Baldwin. All right, we had you in the after your heat race. Give us a summary of the rest of your night.
A bit of friendly fire, as Trent mentioned there before, which it happens. Like it's dirt. It's a lot runs through a different rule set than what bitumen does. So it's I seen him coming, so I thought, oh, if it's fast down the bottom and it's working for him, I'd give it a go. And I got half a turn into it, and yeah, just a little bit of friendly fire, but that's all right. I couldn't get into a groove in the feature race though, but I mean, look, for a cameo night, obviously I'm normally behind the cameras on a Friday night. Ed's decided that he was happy to let me step into the car, just put my paint on it. So I think I got pole, the heat win with the fastest, had second in the feature. I'm not sure what happened to Sam at the end there. He was running second and then went to the pit, so I'm not sure what happened there, but it looks like I got fastest lap in the feature race as well. But I lost my rhythm and that was it. I sort of got into a couple of battles and couldn't find my rhythm again. And yeah, double-decker bus is absolutely right with the arse end they've got on it. Kardashians would be proud to have an arse like this.
How did you find the tyre conservation, so to speak? Was it getting worse and worse as the race went on?
Yeah, towards the end, you'd run through the middle of the corner and it seemed like you'd get no drive on exit. It's almost like you'd get the tyre hot running through the slick, and I just couldn't get off the corner better. So I tried to pound the top and managed to pound the wall for about 8 laps, and yeah, ended up going back to the bottom. But yeah, no, it's all there, exactly that. So yeah, no, I enjoyed the cameo. I actually had fun. I don't think I ruined anybody's night or championship. So yeah, we might get to do it again at Eldora late in the season. We'll see.
Yeah, and just quickly before I move on, Sam, Stride here. How you guys went door to door for a couple of laps? There was a bit of chopping and changing, high line, low line, that kind of thing. How did you find that?
Great fun. Yeah, no, Sam's good. Sam's done a bit of Speedway, so it was. Yeah, so I got a bit close there. These cars are really hard on dirt to get your peripherals right, but no, Sam's good. He got by me clean, and I couldn't hang with him. Like I say, I lost my rhythm and probably was trying to rush it, and when you rush them, it slows you down. So I like the animation there with the exhaust when you get off the throttle. That's good to see at night. That's actually quite cool. So there you go. Yeah, like I say, I just lost my rhythm, and that was the end of it. Then I sort of struggled probably for the last 15 or 17 laps, I guess, but I certainly enjoyed it anyway.
Oh, it's awesome, Joe. Good to get a steer on a Friday night. I dare say you'll probably get another one second from the end.
Yeah, I'm sure Adam will be happy to control the cameras again that night. We'll see how he goes. We'll try and get him into practice.
Well, that's it. We should maybe throw a front one up and have a go. But all right, Joe. So you and me again next Friday night from Sonoma. We'll should be good, especially at a NASCAR track. With these cars are pretty similar to NASCAR. So yeah, I was going to say how you're looking forward to that, but we're going to be presenting that. So
yeah, no, I am actually looking forward to that. I think that a track like Sonoma, there's no real decent straights, so to speak. So these cars with the big horsepower is going to be, yeah, and they're quite a relatively small tyre. I think the tyre on these are smaller than what our supercars race with. So getting them around Sonoma, 1,600 kilos, I think, what did we work at, 800 horsepower or something. Yeah, there's going to be an art to it for sure. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting back behind the buttons, and we'll bring that one to you next Friday night.
Excellent. All right, well done tonight, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, so just moving down. So we got Sam Chapman in fourth there in the feature. Sam, how was your night? Give us a quick summary of how it went.
Mate, surprisingly well, all things considered. I'll take 3/4 place straight to the bank, given it was my first ever dirt oval race. So yeah, pretty stoked with that. It was just trying to keep it together. I was much slower than probably a lot of the guys behind me still, but was just doing pretty consistent times and not doing anything where I'd spin around. So I was able to hold on to it.
It's kind of what I pointed out in the broadcast, that just like a metronome, just do the same. If you found something that works and it's consistent and it's not upsetting the car, just keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, fourth. How many? 3 fourth places for the whole night. So
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. I'm stoked with it. I mean, it's just, I guess it's a little frustrating missing the podium. You can't expect that on your first time around. So yeah, no, that's brilliant.
And for a
got
first
very
one
lucky.
as well.
For a first run, I'm stoked with that. And I sort of got lucky towards the end because I actually disconnected. But I think because I passed the white flag, it held my position. I was I think a lap ahead or something of the guy behind. So I thought
First car 2 laps down.
Yeah, there you go. So I was 1 lap down, but I had to drop out. So right as I sort of had an accident to people because I was dropping it out. So yeah, so lucky night. Pretty happy with it. It was a lot of fun. I've got a bit to learn. Joe, maybe Joe or Trent, if you want to do any training with me, I'll happily take some up. But,
right foot works goes both ways, mate. Basically, that whole feature race, I don't think I hit 100% throttle the entire race. To give you an idea.
Okay, all right, that's an interesting one because I was definitely doing that on the straights and probably burning up tyres and screwing around unnecessarily then. So that's good telling its own right.
So Sam, what are we, 3 weeks in? How have you found the series so far?
Yeah, good. Like I didn't do the first week. I wasn't planning on doing the series, and then thought, we'll give it a crack. We'll try jumping in last week. Found the car, very difficult, but did all right. And it's really good racing around the Glen. So yeah, I think it's an interesting one with all the different disciplines. It changes it up. And, I like having. I always like a 3 race program rather than a 2 or 1. Gives you a chance to, do better in one race than another, and reset. So yeah, no, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why we went with that, the 3 race format. But also myself and Joe, bit of a brains trust, put our brains together to get different races at different tracks, even putting in a super duper speedway in for the final one. So. It gives all the disciplines a go. I guess all the main tarmacy style, including this dirt one. Other than
rallycross.
Yeah,
rallycross. Go, but we could try.
Yeah, I was going to say we'd probably have to put the cars on invincible and then throw the jumps in there. But yeah, well,
fortunately they just about are invincible anyway. Like it's pretty difficult to completely break one of these. Given like I would have, scraped and touched and banged that wall. About 15 times that race.
I think Semi tried pretty hard at the end of that last feature there.
Well, look, we've found that you can hit walls, you can hit cars side by side, but as soon as you spin out and someone smacks you in the side, nose to side, that's the end of that one. We saw 3 or 4 people have to retire back to the pits and get a new car for that very reason. So. Anyway, we see Trent coming underneath you here too. What lap was this in the feature?
This should have been him lapping me, I think. Yeah, he came in pretty hot. I didn't realise. I knew I was slower, but I didn't realise how much slower. He sort of came and goes, "Oh my god, okay, here he is."
And for a 20-second lap, that's pretty mega.
Yeah, like I reckon, those him and Stridey were probably about a second a lap faster. For a 20-second lap, that's a huge amount, obviously. But yeah, it was just keeping it clean and avoiding those incidents with your lapped cars and that as well. That was easy to sort of get caught up in if you're a bit impatient. So,
like this. Four.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, Sam. Well done. 3 fourth places tonight. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
All right, moving down the list, Greg Heaney. Let's cut to you. Where are we at? There we are. Greg Heaney on screen now. Greg, give us a quick summary of your night. How did you enjoy that one?
Heap of fun. These things are an absolute, I don't know, hoop to drive. I'm trying to think of the right words here. No, I'm enjoying it. Race 1, listening to the boys in practice, they're like, yeah, just let off the throttle going into the corner. Tried that, didn't work. Second, so that was heat 1. Threw into the B main. Yeah, I did okay. jumped out into the practice session. I was like, you know what, I'll just put a bit more brake on it, and I'll actually use the brakes going into the corners. My previous employer, we raced Speedway. You'd think I'd remember some of that, but no. Put a bit of brake on it and going into the corners, just enough to get the car settled before I fed the power back into it, and it seemed to work a dream. Had a few close calls in the feature race.
Like that?
I think I only just squeezed behind. I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Kurt, maybe, in the Dynaco car, going between him and the wall. That was interesting. I'm surprised I didn't die. No, these are an absolute hoot to drive. So I'm having a ball.
Yeah, you're enjoying it. Excuse me. So you've done all three weeks so far?
I have, yes.
Yeah. So overall, compared to some of the other things that you would normally do, how does this fare?
It's certainly a workout compared to a GT3 or a Super Formula. You just got to get your head around the fact that you don't have brakes, you don't have downforce, and it's heavy.
Yeah. So it's all through the tyre.
Yeah, pretty much so.
Excellent. Looking forward to Sonoma next week.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get some laps in because I know that I haven't driven this car at Sonoma. I have driven Sonoma before, and especially with the elevation changes and the uphill corners and so forth, this is going to be very interesting to drive.
Yeah. I always point out to people, just make sure you have or try and at least slow down your throttle application. Excuse me, have a long throttle application.
Oh, very much so.
You need to get these things straight before you can really jump on the throttle. And as we just heard from Trent Lavis just before, he probably didn't get to 100% throttle the whole race. So, secrets revealed. Watch this space. Top effort tonight. I mean, what were your other results in the
not the best
heat? And it's turning up though. You're still turning up consistently.
Yes, that's it.
And putting in the effort.
Yes, yeah. Consistency, yeah, not so much tonight, but very happy with the 5th place in the feature. I think a handful of those were off the back of other people spinning out, but for the most part kept pointing in the right direction, so I was happy with that.
Yeah. And you got Sam going past you here on shot, and then you got Greg below you. Whoa.
Yeah, I think I think it was at one point where Joe mentioned he wasn't entirely sure what happened to Sam. That's, I think, what happened to Sam.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask Adam to replay it, but yeah, we'll see it, no doubt, because he's going to have to... Been taking a bit long here on these interviews, but that's all right. Well done, Greg. Top effort there in the final race. 5th place, top 5, well done.
No worries, cheers.
Excellent. Greg Favell, we'll cut to you. Give us a quick summary, give us a summary of your night.
Oh, it was all a learning experience. First oval race, and I had no idea what to do. So I was just watching the guys' lines from race 1, and then that last race there, I was hanging on to the back of Joe and Stridey, and I thought I'll be happy if I can just hang on to the back and still see him at the end, and then come around one of the turns, and there's a car stopped in the middle of the road. I thought, yeah, I'll get down the inside, and then they've rolled back, and that was it.
Yeah.
Meatball. But important thing, always hold brakes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We actually saw somebody later in the race do the old tarmac thing where you get into it so it spins back around, and then you put the clutch in and then put it back into first gear and then get going again, but they couldn't get going again. So
yeah, so they aren't indestructible, but it was a fair hit. So.
Yeah.
But overall, I was pretty happy with the results.
So what's your biggest takeaway from tonight, having been, this is your first time on a dirt oval?
I need a bit of practice. I've got to learn all the terminologies and where to be. Like, I had no idea on what part of the track I should be out of the corners and take the low line, high line. So, yeah, if I could pick up a little bit of data on that.
Oh, that's where you went. I wasn't sure. I knew you were behind me, and then you disappeared. That's why.
No, I was slowing her up, thinking I'll get down the inside, like get down behind him, and then come back a bit. It's all over.
One of those things, but anyway, as long as you had fun tonight, and look, there you go. Is that Joe in front of you there?
Yeah, sorry, Joe.
Josh. Is it Joe or
you
Josh?
will be.
Yeah.
Nah, look, it's all good. It's just part of dirt racing.
It looked like a lot of fun. I even said it to Adam during the broadcast. I'd love to be out there with you guys, but anyway.
It was very hard to judge the length, like they keep saying. Like, you think you got room, next thing you're in the wall and riding the wall for half a corner. So, yeah, a bit of practice would have helped during the week, but unfortunately didn't get time.
We saw that by quite a few drivers tonight. So yeah. Oh, what's this? You're going in the pits there.
Yeah, meatball for that one.
Ah, okay. Righto. Excellent. Are we going to be seeing you again on Monday night?
Monday night, yes.
You to work this week, didn't you?
Sorry?
I think you got called into work the last week or this week.
Last Friday, Watkins, I was stuck at work, so...
Right.
What I really want to do, the road races here, so I'll definitely be trying to make Sonoma next week.
Yeah, for sure. I think with the... Same thing with the V8, you got to wait till that car's really straight before you can really get on it. So I dare say your right foot, being a V8 Supercar champion, should be okay on the road courses, I think.
Actually, I think I'll take that back. I think I'm away next Friday, so...
Bugger.
I'll see if I can delay it.
Fair enough. Well, well done tonight either way. So you've done well. First time on an oval, or dirt oval, especially doing it around here, Bristol.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
All right, Kurt Robinson, 7th place in that feature. Give us a rundown of your night tonight.
Only improving from, I think I was second last in my first heat, moved up a couple of positions for B main, and then up another 3 for the feature to get 7th. I'm not too upset. Don't do enough dirt oval racing, so I definitely need to do more of that before the end of the season.
What do you normally gravitate to when it comes to iRacing?
I've been doing mostly like GT3, IMSA, that sort of stuff, but I've been trying to sort of branch out into the open wheelers, do a bit more dirt oval. So just slowly working up. I think I've also done some road oval. I'm just trying to sort of branch into everything, have a bit of fun on everything.
Oh, there you go. You've just had a dirt oval. We've had road courses, and you're going to get some more tarmac ovals coming up too. So that's good. Broadening your horizons. So we got Sonoma next week, road course. There's an oval in round 6, South Boston. Dirt oval in round 9, and then finally Daytona Speedway, which is pretty easy, in round 10. So a bit of everything there for you. What was your best result of the night? It was the 7th?
7th, yeah.
It was the 7th? Oh, fantastic work. So what did you find was the, I guess the thing that you had to do for the feature there? Just minimize your mistakes, keep a high line.
It's mostly trying to work with my pedals. They spike a little bit, so I'm still trying to work around that. So I'll be off throttle and it'll apply just a little bit, just enough to spin me. So I think I need to clean the pedals out or replace them. I think they're getting a bit old.
What have you got?
I just got Logitech pedals, so.
Okay. Special. Yeah, I think it's time to upgrade. Jump on the community pages there and have a look.
Need to start saving some money up.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what's next for you? You jumping in the GT3s or the V8s on Monday night?
GT3s. I haven't really done enough seat time in the V8s to actually run them. I need to do a bit more practice and maybe jump in them next season.
Oh, look, I'm always one to jump off the deep end when it comes to this kind of stuff. It is only sim racing. As long as you don't get into somebody's way, you should be okay. I mean, a spin like that's perfect.
Yeah. I just need to also practice the gear shifting. It's just more time doing that, and then I'll jump in and maybe I'll do a bit of cameo at the end of the season after I've done a bit more practice with them. But we'll see.
Fair enough. All right, well done tonight. As long as you're picking up something every time you jump in something different and learning a new skill, it's always going to pay off on something else down the track. That's good.
That's it.
Excellent. Well done tonight. Adam, if you want to throw our GSRC partnerships back on the screen there, I'll quickly run through them again. So we here at the GSRC have some partnerships with these fantastic people. Please give them a like on their Facebook pages, or go check them out on their websites. And if you need some help or in a particular field, by all means hit them up. Especially if you need some sprayed and non-alcoholic cider, hit them up. They provide us with all our onboard cameras. Waste Options providing us with our, I guess, drone cams, our aerial shots. Excuse me. Orbic Australia, who are quite a bit through this club, providing us with some good support there. Labesy Racing, proof in the pudding. He won the last 2 races, guys. So do hit him up. He'll be more than happy to help you out, no doubt. M-Wave Australia, again, go check him out. If you got computer bits and pieces that you need to purchase, go check him out, online store. And finally, Flash Graphics there. We saw John Simpson in there, giving it a red hot go. Hit him up if you need some graphical design. There he is there on the shot, right as we say it. So once again, give those guys a like on Facebook. Support the guys that support us, and help them out. That's why they're on here. And also, if you want to help the GSRC out, we do have a store. Excuse me. You can see there the merchandise store on my Shopify or merch.tgsrci.com or my Shopify. Have a go on there. There's some stuff that's been discounted recently too, so you might be able to pick up yourself a bargain there. But yeah, we got shirts, caps, stubby coolers, key rings, that kind of thing. So yes, please go show us your support. As I always say, it's interactive TV. Hit us, see us on Facebook and YouTube. And looks like while we were doing the interviews there, looks like Adam's got the updated points table. So 3 rounds in, we got Sam Stride leading the way from Greg Favell, Greg Heaney, Sam Chapman, and Adam himself there in 5th. It's a bit blurry on my screen, but it looks like Sam's got an average qualifying of 2, an average finish of 3.2, and he's picked up 11 bonus points so far. So the guys behind have got some work to do. Just outside of the top 5 there, Julian Mookie, Adam Tice, Gary Cousins, Dale Sharp, and Mark Horton. So big stuff coming up this week. We got tomorrow night the Mountain Men 32 laps around Bathurst in the Pro Mazda, the rotary powered open wheeler, the legacy one. And then we cut to Monday night. We got that one broadcast, and that's live from Sandown Raceway. 25-minute race there, starting 7:35 Eastern Time. Followed that up by GT3, 2 sprint races at the Red Bull Ring. Which class will that be broadcast there, Adam? Will it be the Pro or the AM split?
So we do the AM split for the race 1, and then we switch across to Pro for race 2.
Okay, there you go, ladies and gents. So follow your favourite driver in whichever split there. Please interact with us on in Discord. Oh, sorry, not Discord. In Facebook land or YouTube. Tuesday night, we got the up-and-comers in the Van Ring Cup at Alton Park and the Ferrari GT3s. They got a 3-race format there, and then the Orbic Australia GT1s from Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, a 40-minute race. Over the page, we got Wednesday, we got the Production Car Challenge. It looks like it's Porsche Cups from Spa-Francorchamps, 2 races there. That'll be broadcast as well with the GT4 Challenge from the Nürburgring 24-hour track 60-minute race. Probably get about 3 laps in. And then Thursday night next week, that'll be broadcast with the Formula V's from the Algarve circuit, Portimao in Portugal, followed by the Algarve circuit again, stepping up a class to the Super Formula Lights there for a 60-minute race. And then in 7 days' time, we will see you back here for the GSRC Stock Car Series, the SRXs from Sonoma Raceway around the NASCAR track. So 2 big passing spots there. So hopefully we provide you some good passes there into the final turn and down the end of the back straight. So all the times there are Eastern Standard Time. Once again, you're watching the GSRC. Hope you enjoyed tonight's racing. I surely did. My name is Nick. This production is by Adam Lavis, and thank you for watching the SRX cars here on the GSRC.